He plagiarized my final paper and got me suspended. So I turned his secret crush into public humiliation. If you ever meet a guy named Kevin who says, "Bro, trust me," immediately do the opposite of whatever he says. This is a man who once tried to prove the earth was flat using a basketball, a protractor, and a YouTube video he called mind-blowing. I lived with him. I have trauma. We were both in the same media ethics course, required for graduation. It was one of those senior level classes where the professor didn't play around. Dr. Albright, sharp, ruthless, smelled like peppermint tea and GPA anxiety. I actually liked her, which is rare for a professor, especially one who looked like she'd sue you for blinking wrong. Now Kevin, of course, didn't do a single assignment all semester. He skipped lectures, didn't take notes, and once asked me if ethics was the name of the textbook. But a week before the final term paper was due, 3,000 words minimum, he suddenly gets interested. Why? Because Dr. Albright wears pencil skirts and glasses, and Kevin was low-key gooning over her since week 2. His words: "I think she's giving me signals, bro," he told me once, dead serious. Like, I asked her for an extension on the quiz, and she didn't say no. She just sighed. That's not a signal, Kevin. That's the sound of someone losing the will to live. Still, he wouldn't stop talking about her. I bet she reads philosophy books in bed with, like, classical jazz playing. You think she's ever been on a bad date? I'd treat her right. No games. Just vibes and discussions about Aristotle. He was so deep into goon mode over our professor. I had to mute the TV every time a teacher character came on screen. And then, like the genius he is, Kevin gets an idea. He waits until I finish my paper. Then one night while I'm out getting groceries, he logs into my laptop and emails himself a copy. Doesn't change a single word. Not the title, not the formatting, not even the typo in paragraph 2 where I accidentally wrote medial ethics. Just Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, send. I find out the next morning. How? Because I get an email from the Academic Integrity Board. Suspicion of plagiarism. My paper matched a submission from another student. 100%. I lost it. I march over to Kevin's room, slam open the door, and he's sitting there on his bed, shirtless, naturally, watching some YouTube conspiracy about pyramids being wireless chargers. "You sent my paper?" He blinks. "Nah, bro. I sent my version of the same topic." "Chill. Same topic? It was my paper. Word for word. You didn't even remove my typos." He shrugs. "It's not a big deal. I figured you'd be fine." I get suspended for a week while they investigate. My graduation date gets delayed. I almost lose my scholarship. Kevin, he walks around like he just discovered electricity. He even has the audacity to tell Dr. Albright during office hours, "You ever think maybe some minds think alike?" I needed revenge, but not just any revenge. I wanted poetic humiliation, the kind that sinks into your skin and haunts your search history. So I waited. A week later, I get reinstated because Dr. Albright noticed the timestamp differences and saw that my original draft was uploaded first. Kevin, it's a 0 and a formal warning, but I wasn't satisfied. I wanted Kevin to regret ever breathing near my laptop. So here's what I did. I hacked together a fake online flyer for a student appreciation event, exclusive VIP mixer, faculty and students only. I made it look legit. Logos, RSVP links, fake testimonials like best night of my college life. I even called it Ethics After Dark. Gross, I know. Then I slid it anonymously into Kevin's inbox with the subject line, "Private invite, special guests and faculty expected." And guess what? He shows up in a full black turtleneck, hair gelled back, holding a single red rose. And I didn't tell you the best part. The event was set at the building across campus that was under construction, meaning when he got there, all he saw was scaffolding, a locked door, and a confused janitor. I watched from a distance as Kevin stood there, slowly realizing no one else was coming. He looked like a rejected French poet, still holding that rose, probably thinking Dr. Albright would descend from the rooftop like Catwoman to kiss him for his punctuality. Later that night, I posted the flyer on the student meme page with a caption, "When you gooning over the professor gets you RSVP to a construction site." It got over 12,000 likes. The rose became a meme. For weeks, people walked by Kevin and whispered "Ethics After Dark," like it was a code word for lonely heartbreak. Someone even printed out the flyer and taped it to his dorm door. He ripped it down in silence, eyes full of shame and crushed delusion. He tried to ruin my future with one click, so I gave him a night he'll never live down and a rose he'll never live up to.